And welcome back to the morning show. It's Wednesday, 6:50. That only means one thing. It's Wise Guy time. Matt Sellen, our resident genius, is in for this morning. We're talking about optical illusions.
Yeah, so, you know, I brought a lot of water, and I got some nervous looks
We're going to make a mess
next to all the electronics and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's okay. So, well, yeah, so I thought I would do optical illusions for a couple of weeks because it's really interesting stuff. But today, you know, I can do some illusions that have to do with index of refraction and water and things like that because it's pretty cool. And so one thing you have to realize is that the reason you can see a piece of glass, right, is really light just goes through it. So why do you even see it? It's because it actually causes the light to bend a little bit, and that's how your glasses work. Right. You know, you put these things in front of your face and suddenly everything clears up. It's because when light goes through glass or water or other transparent things, even though it goes through it, it bends a little bit. And because these materials are denser, light moves slower inside glass and inside water than it does through the air, and that causes it to bend a little bit. Okay? And that's what gives rise to illusions like, for example, if I take this thermometer, and if you get sort of tight on this little thing of water here, if you could do that. If I stick the thermometer in here, and if you look at it from the top, you get this sort of illusion that as the thermometer goes in, it bends up a little bit. Right. Okay, and so it's a little hard to, it's a bit hard to see from that angle. But let me do this, it's a bit more apparent. Here I have a piece of wire that I bent already. Okay. Now, if I stick this piece of wire in here, and again, just look at it from the top.
Oh, you can see it bend.
You can see, well, what you should be able to see, actually, I'll have to do this slightly better, is if you look in from the top, then it looks like it sort of straightens it out. And unfortunately, you can see, I'll have to...
Let's try it that way.
No, it's not going to work that way.
Come on!
Yeah, okay. We'll try it in here after I pour some water in here. Okay, so anyways, so light, or water causes the light to bend, and so that means that you can actually hide things and reveal them with water. So if you zoom in on this tub over here, you'll see that the tub is empty, as far as you know. And if I dump water in this thing, we'll see what you suddenly can see. Now we're going to need a little more water, so I have a great big bucket right here. Try not to spill too much of this on the water. There we go. So as the thing fills up to the top, keep an eye on what's happening at the back of this. There we go.
Almost.
See the picture?
I do, I see it.
Okay, so suddenly you can see there's a 3-ball in there. Now, the 3-ball didn't just magically appear. It was there the whole time. You saw it. It didn't move.
Did see it.
But because the light causes, or the water causes the light to bend, suddenly things that were hidden, okay, kind of around the corner, you can see now because as you look in, things are bent inward and suddenly you can see the 3-ball.
Very cool.
Okay, so this same effect causes something called total internal reflection, which is to say that inside a dense material like glass, if the angle is big enough, light can't get out. It gets trapped. And so we have an effect that we can do, which is kind of neat. And what I'm going to get you guys to do over the break is to make your own things like this. Okay. But what I've done here is I've drawn on a piece of paper part of a face. I've drawn on the outside of this baggie the other part of the face. And if you guys want to just bring the camera around and put it so that it's looking down into this red bucket, then I'll show you something cool. And this is something that you can easily do at home because everybody has a baggie and a piece of paper and a marker. Sure. Okay, so you'll have to really get in with a camera on the bucket.
Yeah, sure. We're running a little light on time. So.
Okay. Well, we can do it when you come back if you don't want to. You'll have to get in so you're looking down.
I'm getting there.
Okay. So watch, as I slide this thing into the water, well, it's vanishing behind your thing. Maybe I could just bring it out like this. Okay, can you tilt it way down?
I think this might be an exercise in futility.
Oh, heck no. This will be great.
Our cameras aren't very good here.
Okay, so here we go.
Hey, Mats, we'll get it figured out during the break, and we'll come back and get this squared away. But we ran over the 3 trying to figure out an illusion, Jennifer. Maybe Mats can figure out an illusion to make the clocks go back to 6:53.
I'll build a time machine.